Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an intense battle from the Tata Steel Challengers 2025, Dai Van Nguyen vs Arthur Pijpers. This game features the Indian game, Przepiorka Variation, and trust me, it's packed with tactical brilliance. Let's get into it. Alright, White starts with pawn to d4, grabbing central space. Black responds with knight to f6. A flexible move. White follows up with knight to f3, keeping options open, and black goes for a king's Indian setup with pawn to g6. White fianchettos with pawn to g3, preparing to develop smoothly. Black follows suit with bishop to g7. White completes the fianchetto with bishop to g2, and black strikes the center with pawn to c5, challenging White's control. Now, White captures with pawn takes c5, grabbing a free pawn. Black immediately checks with queen to a5+, forcing White to react. White blocks with pawn to c3, and black recaptures with queen takes c5. Balancing material. White develops with knight to d4, attacking the queen. Black castles with king castles short, securing the king. White continues with pawn to e4, expanding in the center. And black develops with knight to c6. White castles as well with king castles short, getting the king to safety. Black challenges the center with pawn to d6, reinforcing the structure. White plays pawn to h3, preventing any annoying pins, while black develops naturally with bishop to d7. White centralizes with bishop to e3, hitting the queen. Black slides the queen back to queen to a5. White brings in another piece with knight to a3, aiming for strong squares. Black activates the rook with rook to c8. Controlling the open file, White shifts the queen to e2, keeping control. Black repeats with queen to a6. White decides to go for it and takes with queen takes a6, grabbing a pawn. Black responds with pawn takes a6, opening up the b file. White places the rook aggressively with rook to d1, targeting the center. Black plays rook to c7, reinforcing. White reroutes with knight to e2, while black brings another rook into play with rook to b8, increasing queenside pressure. White activates with rook to b1, and black expands with pawn to a5. Looking for counterplay, White plays pawn to b3, strengthening the structure, while black reroutes the knight with knight to d8. Aiming for better squares, White strikes in the center with pawn to c4, challenging black's setup. Black develops bishop to c6, reinforcing key squares. White continues with knight to c3, improving piece activity, and black doubles rooks with rook to b7. White jumps forward with knight to a5, hitting the c6 bishop. Black moves knight to d7, protecting key squares. White continues with knight to d5, forcing an exchange. Black captures with bishop takes d5, and White recaptures with pawn takes d5. Black pushes pawn to a6, trying to dislodge the knight. White jumps to knight to a7, attacking the rook. Black finds counterplay with knight to e5, aiming for central control. White brings the other rook into the game with rook to c1. Eyeing the open file, black pushes pawn to a4, trying to create counterplay. White captures with pawn takes a4, and black plays rook to c7, doubling up. White keeps pushing with pawn to a5, gaining space. Black goes for activity with rook takes c4, grabbing material. White counters with knight to c6, hitting black's knight. Black responds with knight takes c6. White recaptures with pawn takes c6, keeping the passed pawn alive. Black plays rook to c8, attacking the c file. White defends with bishop to b6, securing the passed pawn. Black tries to break through with pawn to e6. White advances with pawn to c7, threatening to promote. Black pushes pawn to d5, trying to create counterplay. White calmly plays bishop to f1, preparing to convert the advantage. Black captures with rook takes c1. White recaptures with rook takes c1. Black jumps in with knight to c4, activating the knight. But White plays bishop takes c4, eliminating the threat. Black captures with pawn takes c4. White increases the pressure with rook to d1, eyeing the back rank. Black tries to hold with bishop to f6. But White breaks through with rook to d8 check. Black is forced to capture with bishop takes d8, but White simply promotes with pawn takes d8 equals queen check, securing the win. Black plays rook takes d8, but after bishop takes d8, it's game over. And that's it. Dai Van Nguyen delivers a crushing strategic masterpiece. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on your favorite moment. See you in the next one.